Hi everyone, I'm Betty McKnit, and tonight I'm going to be continuing the 6-day supernova that's on its 12th day. It's so far the 12-day supernova. Let's see, I promised to do this entire project from start to finish on live, so that is making it take a little bit longer than it normally would because I really can only sit in this chair for a couple of hours at a time. But here we go. I measured it earlier. I'm using Lion Brand Mandala bonus bundle, and I've used almost two bonus bundles. I just have a little teeny tiny bit of one left. Oh, I have a splinter or something right here. That's weird. That's going to be fun to crochet with. We'll see how that goes. Almost feels like a scab. All right, well, we'll worry about that later. Lion Brand Mandala bonus bundle. I've done two of them. It is approximately 60 inches wide. This is how much is left of the second one. And I've got one left, and I'd really like to just use it all. We'll see how it goes. It's kind of weird, though, the way the yarn is. The colors looked like they have lined up in a different order in this one, but now I don't remember what it's supposed to look like. So I'm just going to pull it from the inside, and I'm just going to use it. How many chains? It starts in the middle with 4 and works its way out. How many chains? That's funny. Okay. The pattern is on my website, bettymcknit.com. It's called the 6-day supernova blanket. It was designed by me. I would say it's beginner. It's an easy pattern. It's not as easy as the 6-day star. If you haven't done one of the stars yet, or the 6-day blanket, I would suggest starting with the 6-day star and then try the superstar or the supernova. I think the 6-day star blanket is the easiest of all the 6-day blanket patterns. I'm also using this Scented Stitches Stitch Balm on the blanket. It's from a company called Mood Food, Scented Stitches. And there's an affiliate link in my link tree if you're interested in this. This is an aromatherapy balm. You put it on your fingers where you tension the yarn, and then the yarn picks up that scent, and it smells really nice to work with it. Now, as far as it's pretty faint on the, not gonna lie, on the blanket itself, but I enjoy working with it, so I'm gonna keep going. Absolutely lovely company to work with. So there you have it. All right, I'm just going to finish getting set up here, and then what round? I'm on round 5. 5A, I think. Yeah. All right, so let me go ahead and put this up. Listen, Wanda, you're new, okay? So I want you to go check out the pattern. This is a pattern. It is not a stitch. It is not a just do the same stitch over and over again, okay? It's a pattern. So go check the pattern, and you can follow along with these videos. You'll need to know how to chain, single crochet, double crochet, and read a pattern, all right? Not all crochet patterns are. Sometimes you need to know more than how many to chain and what stitch is it. Squeaky chair. Okay, so this isn't really a tutorial. I would call it a crochet along. But I have been kind of explaining how each round goes, so that, you know, and I may repurpose this content later and turn it into something more like a tutorial, but I mean, probably not. We'll all grow old waiting for me to do stuff like that. Just enjoy it. I'm here crocheting now. Just enjoy the process. Let's see. Okay, so this is round 5A, and it starts with a slip stitch into the next stitch, chain 3, and then a bunch of double crochet. I'm thinking, well, it says 27, so we'll see if that's the right number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hi, Pat. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is what I got. Tips for straight rows. I mean, there's lots of YouTube videos that will help you with that. I think this is supposed to be 18, not 17. Well, I feel like I'm one off. And there's lots of different ways to do it too. It just depends on what stitch you're doing. Okay. Excuse me. What you working on tonight, Pat? Basket weave blanket. $19. And this one's going to be 31. 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 4 star blankets going, huh? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, coming up to the end of my cake here. Did I say 16? Was that 17? Oh, I lost count. I'll just count them when I get to the top. Thank you. I don't know what's happening when it does that ding, but I appreciate it. $31. It's Lion Brand Mandala Bonus Bundle. Actually, I don't really think I have to put the numbers in anymore because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Because I have completed the number of repeats that the pattern gives. Center pull, yes! Hallelujah! No more pulling from the outside. It's a different color though. Two dudes walking by having a serious conversation about construction. It did like 5 stitches in the blue, and now it's back to the tan. I think I'm going to encounter knots in this cake. That's why I'm not gonna just be bothered to control the colors, because I can tell already that the colors are out of sync somehow. And I'm just not gonna let it get to me. Skip 2. Is everybody getting ready for Halloween? Are people doing Halloween parties? Is this Halloween weekend? I forgot that it was Friday. What are people dressing up as for Halloween? Halloween is on Tuesday. Next thing you know, it'll be Thanksgiving on Wednesday, Christmas on Thursday, New Year's Eve on Friday, and then it'll be 2024. We'll start this all over again. You're going as a 6-day blanket. That's awesome. Going as a crazy crochet lady. I'm wearing my costume right now. You know, this is a little weird back here. These 5, 6 stitches of blue that came up in the beginning. You know, I said I wasn't going to let it bother. I'm not going to let it bother me, because that's what I said. I wasn't going to let it bother me. I am on 5A and 6A on the Supernova. Do you repeat them? A little confused. Yes. Do you have the version that has the checklist? And then it tells you at the end of the pattern, the pattern tells you exactly the order to do the stitches in. My pattern on page 6, it has a checklist that has it's in a blue box, and it says order of rows, and it gives you all the rows in order. And then once you get through them, so it always goes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that once you complete them all, then it's 4 or 5A, 6A, 7B, 2C, 3C. And then you repeat that 4, 5A, 6A, 7B, 2C, 3C. I've already done those six rounds. I've already done them 3 times. So, oh, it says repeat. So which one is 2C? This is 2A, that's 2B, and this is 2C. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I did it 4 times. So I'm technically done. Thank you, whatever just happened. Hi, thanks for following. Thank you, Terry. Whoops. Hi, thanks for following. Oh, thank you for the heart. Appreciate it. How's everyone doing tonight? Are y'all getting ready for Halloween? Besides Pat, who's going as a 6-day kid blanket for Halloween. And I'm going as a crazy crochet lady. You forgot Halloween is coming up. I know, it's like not even a holiday to me anymore. Thank you, Patty. This thing is becoming too big to work on here. think I'm going to have to get a different kind of chair and desk set up here. Thanks for sharing the live. Hey, Amanda. Been trying to catch up to me. Had to pop out and buy a new air fryer. Oh man. Supposedly my oven does air frying, but I haven't tried it yet. So a lot of people I have noticed in my group and in my community, people have been picking up the tree skirt version of these patterns, working up the tree skirts. So they've all been adapted as tree skirts and shawls. And every once in a while, somebody says, you should make it into a poncho. And people have tried it. Tried making it up into a poncho, and I'll just say there was kind of a mixed reception about them, if they looked nice or not. I think that the shawls are better than a poncho. That's just my opinion. You can button it up the front. What I do with mine is I put them together with a sweater clip, a shawl clip. And I was wearing it around like that one day, and people were saying, I like your poncho. And it's not even a poncho. But I had those, Knitting Fever gave me that beautiful Noro Yukata yarn, and I did 2 different shawls with it, and they were beautiful. Oops. Yep, Halloween is on Tuesday, Thanksgiving's Wednesday, Christmas is Thursday, New Year's Eve is Friday. I mean, that's how it feels like once it's Halloween, it's like bloop, 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 the year's over. That's it, we're done. It was really beautiful out today, and I caught the almost full moon coming up. Holy moly. That was beautiful. I want to go out tomorrow at sunset and see it coming up. It's just been really nice here. Been spoiled by the nice weather, like really spoiled. Not very far around. Oh wait, that's ginger ale. I don't know why. I thought I had Coke in there. Coke Zero. So, Amanda, how far behind me are you? Or it doesn't look like you're that far behind me at all. Looks like you were almost pretty much at the same place. I mean, I only did 3 rows the last time I was live, so. You can't be too far behind me. I'm wondering how many rounds I'm going to get out of this bonus bundle at this point. This really starts to eat up yarn. Oh, wow. So you're just right behind me. You're probably going to pass me up. Let me crochet faster. And you're using a spotlight, right? Is that a 3 weight as well? I think it's I forget what it's called, whatever Spotlight's brand. It's very similar to our Stylecraft Special DK, if I remember correctly. I think Courtney uses that a lot. Marvel, that's right, Marvel 8-ply. DK weight. How many star blankets do you have going right now, Amanda? Thanks for sharing the video. Two supernovas. I love the Aussie version of supernova is supernova. Supernova. Hi, welcome. Hey, Exclusive Essence. Hi. Making your first 6-day star blanket. Probably won't be your last. They're very addictive patterns. just me being lazy. I feel like it's like an Aussie thing because I remember PETA coming to one of our meetings and she was like, that's just what Aussies do. If I say my name is PETA, they'll call me Pete. They always make nicknames. There was a particular word that she used too. It wasn't cute, but it was like, oh gosh, no, I don't remember. Whoops. You're excited to see the end result. What yarn are you using to make your star blanket? Exclusive Essence. Karen Cakes. Oh, it's a great yarn. I've made a bunch of stars with Karen Cakes. They work up so great. I've used the big cakes. In fact, you can't see it. You can't see it on TikTok, but if you look on YouTube, the one behind me where it says on the bed that says home, that one was Karen Big Cakes, but I don't think they make that color anymore. It was called like Afternoon Tea or Jordan Almond or something like that. And I really liked it. I've also done a lot of like mixing the different ones together. Mixing the different cakes. My favorite Karen cakes, they used to have a big cake called Blue Hawaiian. I loved that one. And there was a Karen cake, just a regular Karen cake called Royal Icing. And I have a bunch of those stashed, like several blankets worth of that one stashed. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. I might do like a sweater or something like that, but they're stashed. And then there was a lady online that I would there were people online on Facebook that when it came up in the Karen Cakes group that somebody had this royal icing color, I would get tagged. And so I would go running over there and buy them, and then one day a lady that I met in that group, her name is B, she sent me a bunch of them. She was like, I don't need these. I have way too much yarn. And she just sent them to me, and I just kept them. I had them sitting out in my living room basket for a while, thinking like, I have them right here. I'll do something with them, but I haven't done anything with them yet. They're still just sitting there. But it's definitely a blanket's worth. Yeah, it was really sweet. I mean, you meet people online that just like, sometimes we'll just do a kindness for whatever reason. I haven't heard much from her lately. It was that yarn, and then I love the Karen tea cakes. And my favorite Karen tea cake was one called Oolong, the original the original Karen tea cakes. They had one that was called Oolong, and then they released another one when they released the second round of tea cakes. There was one called, I think it was called like Marine Green or something like that. It was a similar, very similar color to Oolong, so I stashed a bunch of them too. But she had sent me, I think she sent me or maybe sold me, I don't remember, but she had a bunch of those Oolongs too. And she had made something with them. Doing a blue ombre for your little brother and might add a gray ombre. That'll be cool. Yeah, the ombres work up really nice in the 6-day blankets, the stars and the rectangular 6-day blankets. They work up really nice. My yarn's about to change colors. Woohoo! Color change. My yarn is changing colors. Yes, they are so satisfying. Hi, Brienne. How are you? So, Amanda, when you got your new air fryer, did you upgrade? I gotta learn how to air fry in my oven. Hi, Lori. Yep, it's the 6-day Supernova blanket. We can shorten it or make it a nickname, we will. That's hilarious. Nope, it's Lion Brand Mandala Bonus Bundle. The name of the color is Chewy, and every time I say Chewy, I forget, how do the drinking game rules work? Every time I say Chewy and Supernova, I think, I don't remember, you have to drink. And then I was working from the outside of the skin and I kept complaining about it. So every time I said I hate working from the outside, people had to do a shot. But I don't think anyone actually did it. It was just a joke. It's bigger and has more functions. The last one was super cheap. You wanted to see if you liked it. Well, you must have liked it because you broke it. Used it until it broke. But stuff like that doesn't really last that long anymore, does it? I mean, I have one of those Keurig coffee makers, and it's like my fourth one. Yeah, I've been working on this blanket on lives. I'm only working on it on live. I'm not working on it off camera at all. So it's taking me a long time because I only can sit in this chair and work under this camera for a couple of hours at a time. My legs and ankles start to swell up and it's just not good for me. So uh, it has, I only do like 2 hours at a time. So it's been taking a long time. And now that I'm on, like the outskirts of this blanket, it takes me an hour to go all the way around. So it's, like we're getting to the we're getting to the stamina part. Like it's like you just want to quit. This is how whips are made, you know. When you get to this point where it's like all I did was crochet around this round, and it's like it's super boring to me. But it's fun to go live and talk to people about it. But yeah, so I think because I started getting bored and saying, I've been doing this a long time, so people have been hearing me say, what yarn it is, what hook I'm using, the name of the color, and, complaining about having to pull from the outside of I didn't have to. I chose to pull that second cake from the outside because I wanted the stripes to reverse their order. So that's what I did, and I suffered. I did it to myself, and I suffered the whole time. I hated it. I hated every minute of it. Anyways. Yeah, so the other day somebody said, every time you say chewy, we should have to drink. Yep, they don't make them like they used to. Well, the Keurig machine is basically instant coffee, right? It's basically instant coffee. All it has to do is heat up the water and put the hot water through the little plastic thing, and it comes out as coffee, and they break. They break and they break and they break. I swear I've had so many of those machines, and every time I every time it breaks, I'm like, I'm never getting another one. And then I just turn around and I'm like, look, I just want 1 cup of coffee. I don't want a whole pot. Isn't it more wasteful to brew a whole pot? And I do this whole thing. And then I buy another Keurig. I still don't understand how I ended up 1 stitch short. On the last round, but whoops. It's all right because I'll fudge it and I'll fix it. Okay, and I'm going to flip, so I'm actually going to join with the slip stitch, working from the back to the front so I can pull my yarn to the other side of the work. Come on. There we go. And then this will be round 6B. And I'm adding the Ridgy Didge stripe to this one, so I have to slip stitch around that second double crochet and then chain 3. I'm just going to take a little break. Yep, that was an hour and 5 minutes. And then round 6 is usually like the longest round. Burn really hurts. I burned myself worse than I realized. Hands are a little puffy. Make them like they, yeah, I knew what you meant. Speaking of fat fingers, my fingers feel a little puffy. This almost feels like, when I do this, it feels like scratching an itch but under the skin. It's so weird. It's a weird thing to say. But that's what it feels like. Had to fudge on one round, a couple rows back. One of the DC rounds, just 1 stitch short, and I couldn't bring myself to pull. No way I'm pulling back. Also, if you notice my numbers are wrong or anything in the pattern, please let me know. All right, let's get to work. All right, this is round 6A, and what does it say to do? It says I'm going to need 31 front post double crochet. Oh, no, wait, that was the last. Wait a minute. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, so I'm giving 6 numbers in this round, but I only gave 5 repeats in the round before. I wonder why I did that. RG says, Lori, sounds like a great way to spend my weekend. Yeah, but if I drink too much, I can't crochet. You end up having to rip it all back the next morning once the hangover wears off. Pile of ramen noodles next. That's what we say when we unravel. You know, I always get really mad at myself when I rip out and unravel like that and just let it all end up in a pile. There's like this inner voice that's like, you know, you're just making a mess. And you know, it's like the angel and the devil on your shoulder, right? Like, I don't care, leave me alone. And then I do it, and then I'm all mad at myself. Yep, 31. Now I wonder why I didn't I wonder why I did that. Why did I do that? Well, I'll just make it consistent. I don't know why it won't let me put my cursor right where I want to. What is the problem here? Where's my... Okay, there we go. I don't know what's happening here. All right, never mind. Never mind. I know, then you just end up having to untangle it, and I'm always like, there's always part of me that's like, it'll be okay, and the other part's like, that's just gonna be a mess. It's gonna be knots, and then you're gonna be even more mad. And sometimes there's no saving me from myself. I dislike this row. Thank you very much. Just doing these front posts is like, I don't know. I can't do them fast. Oh, there goes my overhead. Lasted a long time this time. Let's see if it comes right back like it's supposed to. It made that click noise that usually means it's going to do what it's told. I'm going to reward myself with a piece of licorice. Nope, it didn't come back. There it goes. Yes. Seems like there are still a lot of people out here on the Outer Banks. I mean, maybe there are more people here than I realize normally, but it's at this time of year, but it's just usually not this warm and this nice. At the end of October, I don't know. I feel like September and October are like the best months out here, but I don't remember it being this warm the last 2 years I've been here. I mean, this is insane. It's just gorgeous out. It's like summertime. I'm still sleeping with my windows open. I mean, my electric bill was $60 last month because I didn't have the AC on at all. At all. It's been crazy. I just left it off and kept the windows open. Oh, I made a split. Ah, there we go. 3, 4, 5. 5 in the peak. Squeaky chair. You know what I love about a center pull skein though is that hole in the middle. That is so satisfying to me, the way it unravels. I feel like I want this to be in the frame, but the blanket is too big for me to keep all this stuff in the frame. I'm not counting either. Let's see. I have one more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So the smaller peaks have 20. Is that right? Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yep, that's what it says. It says 20. I already figured it out. Wrote it in. I don't remember doing that. Have you passed me up yet, Amanda? Bet you did, because it's morning and you're all bright and chipper. And it's evening for me, and I'm like a wind-up toy, you know? How they just slow down and slow down and slow down. Whoops. Did that recently on a shawl I was making, and the yarn got so tangled and I couldn't fix it. So mad. You mean rip it out and turn it into ramen noodles? And then sometimes, like, if I'm pulling from the inside of a skein and I have to rip something out, sometimes then I'll wrap it around the outside of the skein as I'm frogging it, but then that's not fun to work either. You know, it's really not fun to work off of something wrapped around the outside of the skein. So then I'll get mad. But I don't know what other choice I would have, really, other than to, like, roll up a ball, but then that's also kind of a pain because it's attached to the skein. Sometimes you just have to cut the yarn. can hear the people walking by. I can hear their conversations. I don't know if that was the dog howling or what. I have a neighbor whose dog like cries and howls when she leaves. One thing when it's barking, but another thing when it's like, ooh, like it's being tortured. Which I'm sure it's fine, but I don't want to listen to that. Amanda says, I'm still on the row I started. You're still one behind me then. I haven't seen my sister tonight. She might be at her party. She has a Halloween party to go to, but I actually think it's tomorrow, not tonight. I really want to see her all dressed up in her costume. She really went all out. It's Lion Brand Mandala Bonus Bundle in the color Chewy. It was out of stock for a while, but it's in stock right now, so better go get you some if you want it. You can get it on the Lion Brand website or through Joann's. Joann's carries it too. Run into Michael's. Plan on my next Afghan. Well, Michael's doesn't carry this. Have to go to Joann's. I was just in Michael's the other day. I'm not excited about the yarn. They have a lot of Karen cakes. And I really love the tea cakes. The Karen tea cakes, but they didn't give us those this year. They have some. I was just going to make a HTC. Oh, come on. You will be so bored. Joann's is closer. And they didn't have it in my store the last time I went, but that doesn't mean they don't have it at your store. I had to order. I also live on the Outer Banks, so there's no Joann's close to me. I have to go into Norfolk, Chesapeake. I thought it was a good TV night stitch. Yeah, I mean, for sure, but I mean, at the point where I'm at on this, it's boring as heck. Because I'm on the outskirts of it, and it's a lot of stitches in a row. I don't know. I'm kind of partial to the 6-day blankets. I just made a total of 60 grannies I'm never seeing again. What do you mean? You made 60 granny square blankets or 60 granny squares? Sewing. Okay, gotcha. Yes, I hear you. I hear you on that one. That sounds like the Betty McKnitiverse, just my membership community. It's Amanda posting. Well, that is a nice picture. That looks so good. She's caught up to me. Well, almost. She's one row behind. Watch me try to crochet faster. This is going to be it for me tonight. I can only do time to lay it down and admire it. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate you. I'm about halfway. Yeah, and then I'll get all the way. It's chewing through the... Yes, it's just... It just gobbles up yarn at this point. The other night I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and do a third round because it's only single crochet, thinking it would only take me a half an hour, but it still took me an hour. So I don't think I'm going to stay on and do another round of single crochet. I just don't think it's good for my body, but I'm really like dying to get this done. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Maybe if I get up and take a little break like I did the other night, I might feel like I got a little more juice. I am going out of town next Wednesday, and I'm going to be gone for like a week. And when I come back, it's going to be November. And I don't want to be working on this anymore. I want to be done with this before I leave. So I got to do some dedication here. I should photograph the other side, but my ends are all hiding there. Ha ha. Patience, my dear, it will get done. I don't want to be patient. It took me this whole time to do the single crochet round. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying this is a lot easier to do when you're sitting in front of a show or something, but I'm determined to do this whole thing on camera for you guys. And then the next one I'm going to do after that is the Ridgy Didge. I'm going to do a custom Ridgy Didge. I'm going to start with a swatch, and I'm going to show you all how to measure it and create your own custom version. But I was going slow. I feel like I'm going slow right now. I feel like this round takes forever. This front post round. I did a drunken granny. That was fun. That sounds fun. Drunken granny. What was drunken about it? What made it drunken? Kind of curious how far this cake is going to go as well. The stitches didn't line up. They go every which way. Was it a corner to corner? Getting there. I would stop and look it up, but I'm on a mission. Okay, I just decided that putting the stitch balm on my pinky makes it a little too sticky. We appreciate you doing it all on camera. I know. thank you. It's fine. It is fine. I think the Ridgy Didge is going to be really fun. I think I need to post a sign up for that so people can sign up. And I think I'm going to have to do emails and Zoom calls for that. I don't think that's just going to be like, just do it live and whatever. I think that there's going to be a little bit more to that one, but I still have to think it through. I want to post that before I leave too, because when I get back, I want to start working on that. Yeah, even though I have these like gel pads to lean on while I'm working at this desk, I still sometimes will start to feel like tingling and some nerve stuff going on. It's kind of hard to relax. And this relaxation is really important for, I think, healthy, injury-free crochet. Thank you very much, Breezy. Tons of coffee and many a sleepless night. Yep. Are all crocheters night owls? Is that why we drink so much coffee? I just finished drinking coffee talking about how I'm going to bed soon. Lies. Tell me about it. I'm doing better though, I have to say. I am doing better. I have been getting up around 8, which is a little earlier for me than what I'm used to. And I've been going to bed at like midnight, 1 o'clock, 1:30 at the latest, and like actually closing my eyes. Like it's a whole new world. It's a whole new world. But yeah, I was really bad there for a while. I was staying up. And it's, I shouldn't say anything because the full moon is tomorrow. Usually when the full moon comes up, that's the night I can't sleep and I'll be up. And it'll throw me completely out of whack. And I don't want to get out of whack because I'm driving tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, next week. I have a driving trip that I'm doing. So I definitely don't want to be off my sleep habits. I want to be on a good good rhythm. And I think I bought one of those grounding blankets. And you guys have seen like the grounding mats and the grounding sheets. I bought one of the blankets. And I've been sleeping with that. And it's been a few months. It's been probably since like March or April that I've been sleeping with that. So I don't know, maybe that is making a difference. I'm also taking new thyroid medication. That's been probably about a year. Now, how many people are making gifts, handmade gifts for everybody this holiday season? Are we starting to freak out about that yet? Well, Karen, I don't think I'm going to finish tonight. I'm sorry. You mean before I leave to go to on my trip? I hope I do it too. Well, I think that I have 4 rounds after this, plus a border. And I think that's going to be the end of the blanket. I think it's going to be the end of the yarn. And I think that's going to be the end of the blanket. So that's about 5 hours, 6 hours of work. Let's just call it 6. So if I can do 2 hours at a time, then I should be able to finish up before Tuesday. But I can only skip one day. And then, of course, Tuesday I'll have a ton of crap to do because I'm leaving on Wednesday. I like to, you got to do all the laundry and pack up and make sure the house is clean, make sure the garbage is out. I forgot to take my garbage out one time and I came home and my whole house stunk. Make sure all my windows are closed because I've been sleeping with the windows open. I got all the windows open around here. I was thinking I might have to turn off my outside water if it could possibly get below freezing, but I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to be fine. I think I can leave my outside water on. I have a shower below the house for rinsing off after you go to the beach. It's wonderful. I take most of my showers down there, to be honest, because it's so fun to shower down there. It's getting a little too cold to do it, though. But I still like it. It's fun. I don't know why. Even if I haven't been to the beach, I still go downstairs and take my shower sometimes. I just enjoy it. I'm weird. Taking a break, need to stretch. Alrighty. Breezy says, trying to make a sweater for my dog. First time I've had to frog it twice already. Well, frogging is part of crochet. We've all been there. I think I will do one more repeat of the purple and the blue, and it will be more than big enough. Yeah, if you're one row behind me, like I'm thinking this is going to be my last repeat. I was thinking I would maybe do one more, but I don't think I have enough yarn. I think this yarn is, by the time I do 4 more rounds, I think I'm going to be playing yarn chicken for the edge. It really eats up yarn at the end. So I'm thinking this is going to be it. So yours will probably be a little bit bigger than mine if you're doing 2 more repeats. I mean, we'll see how it plays out with the yarn, but I just don't think, I mean, I could order another one. Hopefully I bought enough. I know, right? I didn't even think I would use the third one. I thought I would stop. I thought 2 would be enough. I don't know. Can we translate this comment? Is there a way to translate it? It looks like Japanese. Whoops. Okay, Google Translate. Sorry that I can't speak English, but I want to see what kind of work will be created soon. Oh, thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. It's the 6-day supernova blanket. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, Nuria. It's evening here. Thanks for sharing the live. I think I have about 2 peaks left here, and then I'm going to be finishing up. I wish my daughter was here. She speaks a little Japanese. Unfortunately, I only know about 7 Japanese words. I think I just said most of them. Okay, I've got just 6 stitches of the blue, and I'm not letting it bother me. Almost there. Where are you waving to me from, Nuria? Somewhere where it's morning. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I don't know what's happening over here. Something's wrong. Let me see. I'll get it over here. It's okay. Oh, thank you for following. Arigato. Arigato gozaimasu. Almost done. I'm almost there. Ah! You can tell I'm tired because I keep pulling my hook out of the work. Aprender English and crochet. Okay. I can almost understand that. I wonder what language that is. I will learn English and crochet. Spanish, Espanol. Okay. I will learn Spanish and Japanese. I know a little bit of Japanese. My daughter loves Japanese culture. She has been learning Japanese language and studying Japanese culture for most of her life. She just loves everything Japanese. So I know a little bit. When she was younger, I was learning the kanji, and it's, if you don't practice language though, you lose it though. So I quickly lost it. But my daughter is she's much more proficient. She wants to live and work in Japan someday. Bye. Thanks for joining. Adios. Woohoo! I made it. I made it all the way around. Yeah. It's too big to measure on this desk. I'm going to mark this row. And I just do this. I don't usually mark what day I do, but people like to know how much you did on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. But I'm only doing, last time I did three rounds, and this time I only did 2. It doesn't look like much. It didn't grow very much, but it took 2 hours, so there you go. The last time I measured it, it was 60 inches, so all right, I'm getting there. I am getting there. My goal is to finish this on Tuesday. We'll see how I do. If I don't finish, I'm sure I'll get close. But, all right, thank you all for hanging out here with me tonight while I crochet. It's been lovely. Reach out if you need any help with this or any of my other patterns. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.